Hello everyone and welcome back to probably the last episode of this Megacity Let's Play. It's certainly been a very long journey, over 3 months, and we've come a long way. This city has truly become something beautiful. It's just a city that I like to walk around a lot. It's not my city, of course, it's our city, because with your feedback I've gotten this far, and with your feedback also this city has truly become something very unique, and I'm really glad to have been a part of this journey. And yeah, I still like to just scroll around my city here, but before we really end this one, we still have a bit of work ahead of us and also a bit of fighting there. So let's get cracking right away with probably one of the first things that I've neglected for quite some time, and that is not even in Crown Falls, that is in the New World down here in Tristão, our other bigger city here. That is already almost complete as well, because there's basically not that much else that we could build here, and it's already pretty big. But over here we still have one more cathedral to build, a big one, and I still lack the resources. So I think my ship has arrived now down here at Delphis with the brass and the windows that we needed for this big boy over there, and they're very good. Now finally we can build the colonial church. We also have a few more ruins over there. I think that was because of a raid, but who knows really about that. Let's build the colonial church too. So Tristão has 2 big cathedrals now working here. This one already has, as far as I can see, a fence around it. So it's usually not something that where I like to add another fence to this, but I think in this case here we can make an exception. Let's just go ahead and have something around it, like these fences. People can actually walk around them, right? And it actually fits here because with the paving as well, and also, as I said, it's just a place where people can walk around. And this one probably ends then here, so we are going all the way around the cathedral there, and then we still have a bit of space right here in the center where we could, for example, either have some flower beds, right? So they do work really well there in front of these big guys there. We could also go with some fountains, and I think in this case here, let's go with some fountains right in front of it, because I think this just fits a bit better there to the cathedral there. So overall, looking fine. We can still go ahead, of course, upgrade a few more people, though we are pretty low on the Honoraris workforce already, so I'm not going to upgrade anymore. But yes, I was expecting something like that. The usual mass destruction Auspicious Isle, despite having now the fire station and the police station. And as we can see, this time it was actually the sickness that was the problem. So let's go ahead and also build us another hospital up here that we can still add, and probably a second one that we definitely should have, perhaps a bit further down here, or let's actually get this one in the center there as well, right? So we can definitely get a second one. There you go. Right here in the city center. And I probably... Oh no, I don't even need to build more Honoraris, because as we can see, population wise, it's already fine again. Though we can still add a couple more here. Right, they still have the surrounding of the marketplace. Now back in Crown Falls, the industrial area is still looking a bit unfinished. The final touches are missing. We can move the assembly plant over there. I would like to move my warehouse a bit further into the industrial zone itself. Then we have these artisan workshops there. We don't need that many more of them really, as we still meet all the demand that my people have, right? So it's pretty much complete in this area. We can also going to probably send over... Wait a second. There's something missing here. A very important building actually is missing, and that is a fire station. I would like to add my big fire station to this area, as I think that is just the perfect one. So let's go ahead, and there we have it. That's the big one, and as we can see, it's barely fitting in actually. Up here it fits in nicely though, and we definitely want to have one of these bad boys close to this area there. So let's just do it like that, and this one connects here with a double road just fine, and here you can also make a double road out of this one, so that we still have a bit more space really. And then we have these little blank spots here still, where a factory doesn't make so much sense. So in this case here on that side, I'm just going to have some of these cargo shacks perhaps, then together with a shed here, and then some water towers, right, so that we fill it in. And here we could just make a brick wall around it, so that it does look like there's something important going on in here. Right, with a little entrance. And then let's have this really cool concrete paving that I haven't really used yet. And then we have in here some of these things, and perhaps also a dirt mound, cargo stack, these tanks. Righto, and also probably over there. Then we have these water towers, perhaps 2 of them. And then I still have a bit of metal pipings there and barrels also lying around. Something that looks like it belongs to this industrial zone. Perfect. These guys here I would still probably keep. We can definitely build a second one for the shampoo though. So I'm going ahead with this one. We also got the first people already living in this area too. I mean, if they like it, of course. I guess they didn't have much of a chance there. I could still go ahead and have a few more farmers than here. We can upgrade them to the higher tiers if we need to. But other than that, we still have some blueprinted buildings there as well. It's fine, really, as we still might expand on them later on with the content patches. Because, of course, this city here will continue on with the next DLCs then as well. Alrighty, but let's get on to the real deal here. I've prepared, well, quite the fleet, I should say, with around 18 battleships or so, and we can now finally use them to move against Bente. So I still have this open business with her. Of course, we're not at war right now, but I don't forget all the grievances that she's caused us. So I really want to put an end to her completely, not just in exile like she's living right now, but she really needs to go before I can finally sleep peacefully again. So let's move my little fleet over there. Just to Bente, really. She's got 2 islands as far as I can see in the old world. And just on time, she's also declaring war on us, like it was meant for it. Hugo Mercier goes to war with her as well immediately. So she's fighting against 2 of us now, as we already move in there. And look at that. I mean, this is just a tiny island. And look at the damage that it's causing to my battleships there, really. It's so hard with Bente there. And we already lose the first battleship there, right? So I can't really do that much about it, as she's basically really just doing that much damage. There's some big batteries down here as well that we will need to take down quickly. The next big battery is down at least, but also my next battleship is down. So we'll need to rebuild them, I guess. But I'm only going to lose 2, as far as I can see. And that is a really cool sound there. So many battleships at once firing.
Enemy's resistance is crumbling.
Prepare to fire.
Okay, alright, give up now, please. This has taken way too long, and for some reasons, these people are not giving up. They're really holding on to her. Finally, that took us quite some time. Let's conquer this island. And with that, well, we do also get some nice items there. And yes, Bente has once again grown weaker. There's still one more island down here that is just as heavily fortified. No, not really, not completely. So another 2 losses there we can take, I guess. Let's move them over there for now. And what I will need to do immediately is I'm going to... oh, we cannot purchase one there at the moment. We have 100 influence. There, the next attack is starting against Happylet. Is it coming from Happy? I don't know. She's never really too happy about anything, really. At least not with the military mod activated. And once again, we need to focus these big baddies down because they are really destroying my battleships there. And when you consider how strong a battleship really is, especially against the heavy warships, you can just really see how strong these cannons are. We've lost 1, and we're definitely going to lose a second battleship there. No, nothing I can do about this, really. Oh, Princess Ching declares war at the same time. No idea why she would be doing that. She's never really been a player anymore for a very long time now. Alright, next battleship going down. There it is. Let's focus down the warehouse there. Okay, perfect. So there's the next island. And with that, Bente is completely gone now from the old world. At least that is something that usually was her strong suit, right? In the old world. And let's just see why Princess Ching does it. Because, yeah, she's only half as strong as we are. And she's not at... Does she have an alliance there with Bente? No, she doesn't. So it was a real... Just a coincidence there, really. Nothing else. And let's have her on ceasefire, then the peace treaty. Pretty much the only thing that we can do here. And the onslaught is continuing also now in, well, Cape Trelawney. Since she's gone in the old world, we are now taking fire, well, we're taking the smaller islands here. So the goal is here to completely get rid of her symbol, of course, in the diplomacy menu. She really should be having no part anymore in this game. I don't expect that we will be losing a battleship here. So as we can see, the cannon is already down. And it's really just the warehouse now under heavy fire. And as we can see, morale is dropping really quickly in Squirrelyburg, as she's calling it. Don't get fooled by the cuteness of the names of her islands. She's not cute at all. She's a very, very wrong snake. So this one is the next target here. This is a bit more heavily fortified. And I'm also already building more battleships again, right? Because we do need to compensate for the losses that we've made so far. Next, this very heavily fortified island. Holy cow, that's still lots of cannons there. And we probably will lose a battleship to this area there. I guess, yep, it's already going down pretty quickly. Reason is she's got the big baddies in this area too. So there's like two... I see two for now. Might be a bit more though. It's actually just two, but it's definitely taking down one of my battleships there. Hopefully it's the only one though that we will lose here. Down it is, and let's take down the harbor artillery. They're still also doing lots of damage there. One is down. Lucky, I think, yes, we already got this one here coming out again. So this will catch up with the other ones. Perfect. And that's looking like it was the only loss so far. That one's down. And let's take down the warehouse there right away. And I like that she actually tries to put the ornaments in there as well. So she's using the modded harbor ornaments as well. Sweet home, off you go. She even got the New World Cathedral on this island. That's not going to help you any longer though. And you only have really one place in this life left. And that's this one here, right? So that's the goal where she will be staying for a longer period of time. Now, she's gone in Cape Trelawney. We still have other regions, though. The Arctic, she usually is pretty strong over there. Let's add my battleships to the Arctic. And this one here, you can also move to Cape Storm, where the next battles are to be fought. Okay, finally we're in the cold, freezing north, where Bente still has two islands. One is pretty weakly defended, so there's really going to be no challenge here. The other one, I think, is just the same. At least there is something over there. I think she's now moving a bit of her stuff over there, you know, like a shipyard. I've seen a shipyard. Can you actually build a shipyard in the Arctic? That would be something really new to me now. I don't see it. So I don't think you can build a shipyard. How is she actually able to do this then? Oh, no. Oh, it's a whaling station. It's not a shipyard. It actually looked like a shipyard from up there. All right. Bente, you got me there once more. Now, another thing is this island here that has been on my mind for quite some time. I've actually decided to purchase the shares of it because with the amount of cannons we see here, I might be losing too many battleships in the process. So it's also on the other side, right? So we would have to destroy this one, move around and destroy these here. And I think by then we would have lost a lot of battleships and I don't want to risk this. Let's take it over. That was Bente's last island in the New World. So off she goes as well. Actually, there's some good stuff in there. Jujubai Lotus and the Hades Asphodel. That sounds pretty cool too. And it's definitely probably looking pretty cool in the botanical gardens there. And there it's also about the last outpost that she's got in the Arctic, and then she will be disappearing from here as well. There you go. It's really just that one there. I don't see any defenses, and I think that's it. Oh yeah, that was really quick there too. Off it goes. Bye-bye from the Arctic. There's still one more region where she is, and that is in Bessa. And I think in Bessa she has 3 islands, and some of them she's actually fortifying right now. Even though, of course, since she doesn't have an Old World or Cape Trelawney outpost anymore or city anymore, there will be just not any influence that she can take to build more harbor defenses. And as we can see, she's dropping down to 47 on the military score. Well, what a downfall to the once great Bente that actually laid siege to our island here, to Cape Trelawney, several times. Alrighty, and we are coming actually out right where Bente is. Very lucky indeed, or a very good strategic position for her, but she can also be surprised like that rather quickly, or rather easily. Let's destroy the cannons. I don't think we're going to lose any ships with that. There's one taking a bit more damage, but the cannons are already down doing all of that. 3 more are coming after that. Perfect. No real challenge there anymore. The next island of Bente is down. I've actually just taken the shares now. Doesn't matter because we can take it over now. Anyway, let's do it like so. Perfect. This one's down, and it even has... Oh, this is interesting actually. I didn't know that. If we take it over with the shares... This one has the white flag to it now because it survived the siege, right? So even then we could... take it like that. Alright, there's still this island. Oh, Bente, it's not going to last long anymore for you. That's the second last island now. And I'm never getting tired of this sound of so many battleships firing at once. Alright, no chance really. Onwards to the last island. And there it is, finally, Benteborg. What a fitting name for Bente's last island. Benteborg, I guess the castle of Bente. At least it does sound a bit similar. And as we can see, not really a castle, but there were some last defenses here, and very interesting looking cannon there that I haven't seen like this before. And off it goes. Let's conquer the island. Boom, just like that. And with that, Bente is gone, like really gone. There's one more thing that we need to do, and that is the spoils of war for the botanical gardens, these beautiful Hades asphodel or whatever it's called, to implement them into my botanical gardens, so that we have Jujubai lotus, and we also of course have the Hades asphodel, which is just a normal building. But at least this one here was an additional real plant. We can actually put it not with the poppies anymore, but instead here. So we have this full block of buildings now, and this one is of course the other legendary item that we had. And this, ladies and gentlemen, marks the end of our Megacity Let's Play. There's going to be a couple of more minutes of impressions of this city that you can enjoy for yourself. Other than that, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this one, and of course onwards to the next Anno series. Stay tuned.